and welcome to the Spirit Safe. My name's Rob. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Now, we had a Scotch whisky last time, and I'm trying to keep up the pattern of doing a Scotch whisky and then a world whisky. I don't think I'll be able to do it to the end of the year. But this time we got something from an unusual country for whisky. It is a Danish whisky. It's the Stauning Danish whisky, Virgin Cask Peated. Here we go. Let me just show you here. Got all the bottling details here. Product of Denmark. Distilled 2014, bottled January 2019. It's a half-litre bottle, bottled at 52.1% ABV. Can't remember how much I paid. I ordered it from a Danish website, had it shipped to the UK, and then carried it into Canada in my luggage. And they've got a lot of information on the back here. It doesn't say anything about natural colour, but it is non-chill filtered, and Denmark is one of the countries that requires colouring to be declared. So I don't see anything here about it, so my guess is that it is a natural colour. And what do they say? It's on it's a small distillery. It's on the very rugged North Sea coast, and it talks about all of the things to do: local barley, local peat, local water, virgin charred casks, floor malted, direct fire stills, double pot still distilled, matured and bottled on site, non-chill filtered. So they give us all of this information, which is really very good. Packaging, nice simple cardboard box, and this little simple loop of cardboard here, just very, very thoughtful, just to keep it together. And I kind of like what they've done here. No hint of any very expensive materials or plastics or anything. And it's got this nice green inlay to the box as well. So that gives you a little, just quite nicely put together. Handsome little bottle here, which is hand numbered. And mine is number 52. Of how many, I don't know, but probably not very many. This little fluted bottle here and the Stauning label. So packaged very, very well, very nicely. So what do we have? So my notes were written when this was fairly newly opened. It's been opened a little while now. At first I found it really very, very strange on the nose. There was a bit of peat, but without too much smoke. It was bright and breezy, and it really did smell of the North Sea winds crashing through. I found it had a very papery or wood sappy note, and it really reminded me of wallpaper paste, or when we used to renovate the house, living at home, wallpaper all over it, and we would steam off the wallpaper, and then you would come back in and you would smell the gypsum in the plaster, the paper that had been ripped off, and the wallpaper paste, the glue that it was stuck on with, and it really did bring that back. There's an unseasoned wood note there as well. I'm picking up a kind of smoked meat, smoked sausage. Really, it was newspapery, cardboardy, very lean on the nose, so it didn't have those golden syrup or very fruity notes. It was all rather odd in a way. It's opened up a little bit, and it's producing a more rounded oak and a little bit more of the malt, but before it was really very closed and a little bit awkward. There was also an unsalted butter, a very, very green banana skin, so not the flesh of the banana, just the skin, but the kind that's so green it's impossible to peel. There was a straw or hay note, but not the kind of very vibrant type of straw or hay. Water-based paints, an earthy or vegetal note, very much a vegetal note. So the centre of a pumpkin with all the stringy stuff in it, that very earthy note, and more of the old phone directory or newsprint. And there was certainly a very strong note of very green cucumber, so the peel of cucumber. So a little bit of smoke, meaty, quite lean, very vegetal. Hint of spice, little bit of menthol, and as it's opening up, starting to pick up a kind of stewed peppermint tea. Certainly unlike anything else I've tried, at least on the nose. Palate, spicy and intense, astringent, vinegary. There's balsamic vinegar and malt vinegar, elderflower, a strange woody and intensely herbal note, fairly bitter, that wallpaper paste again, and a little bit of peppermint. A bit of the smoked meat starting to appear again on the nose. A little bit of water. And I'll just have a little sip because my mouth's a little bit dry. Very clay-based soil, now cut with menthol, woody spice, rolled out huge wad of tobacco and sandalwood. Citrus is starting to appear. I get a kind of brewery smell as well, so all of the yeast and the smell of brewing as you walk past the brewery. Salted meat, smoked meat, licorice. A bit of toffee. Quite a nice pleasant peat, but it doesn't have a lot of smoke. It's a bit like a wood fire that's been extinguished. It's just that little bit of that. Now we're starting to get a lot more sweetness involved. Got tamarind, spices, smoke, getting that sweet honey, but it's still never going to be as sweet as a lot of the Speyside scotches, for example. It doesn't have the spirit sweetness to it. There's a kind of sour herbal or woody note there, overstewed tea, and later a little bit mineral. Finish is of ashy smoke, oak, slightly acidic bite, candy cane sweetness, bitter, and a relatively long, rewarding finish. So this is a very, very unusual whiskey. I'm really glad I tried it. At first, I did find it a little bit closed. It did not want to open up. But now I'm beginning to enjoy it. Would I buy this particular expression again? Probably not. But I would definitely try other things from Stauning just because I like the way that they operate. So this has been very, very challenging, but ultimately worth it for me. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Like, comment and subscribe, and hope to see you again later. Cheers. Bye-bye.